Hi! Hi. Welcome back. Oh, I don't want you to know where I go to school. It's after school on a Friday, and I'm hungry. Like, I'm really hungry. And if you can't tell by what we have already here, I'm making poutine. Like, if you don't know what that is, I don't know. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like Canadian food, and I hope I don't offend people when I make this, cause I don't got time to make French fries by hand. Okay, potato. I'm not gonna use that today. Frozen French fries. We gotta read the directions. Okay, gotta preheat the oven to 420. What was it? 425. This is probably a good time to mention this right now, but before you like preheat your oven or anything, always check if there's anything inside, because here's a fun story. One time a piano teacher came over to my house, and right before she came over, I was gonna bake apple pie. So I preheated the oven, and like it was heating up when I was like, like playing Mary Had a Little Lamb or something. And then there was a pair of scissors. I don't know how or why those were in there, but there was a pair of freaking scissors inside the oven. And of course, in the freaking heat, it melted and it caught on fire. And then my house almost burnt down, but it didn't. So always check. Also, it smelled really bad after. It's time to prepare it. So I'm just gonna use this bag. I mean, that should be enough. These fries are it says that they're seasoned, but I've had these before and they're kind of like bland and still taste like a potato. So I'm gonna add my own stuff to it. So we're just gonna add Cajun seasoning because I think it's really good. Oh my god. I hope that goes on there, cause like, if you're wondering what it is, this is Slap Ya Mama. I don't encourage domestic violence inside your home. This is probably not the smartest decision, like way of like doing this, but I mean, it's like what I'm doing, so we can't really change what's going on. I think I'm gonna add the rest of the fries. Yeah, it's not that much in here. I thought there'd be so much more in the bag when I was at like Walmart. But I want more. But I mean, the bag of French fries was like only like $2. So more Cajun seasoning. It tastes good. Step 2. It's time for step 2. So if you don't know like the basic components of poutine, it's French fries with gravy. So I gotta read the directions so I don't like burn my entire house down. Okay, I need a cup of water. Where's the measuring cup? I don't know where it is. So we're just gonna assume, we're just gonna guess on how much a cup is. I almost slipped. That looks like maybe a little bit more. That looks like about a cup. It's time to turn it on. If you didn't notice it, this pot is so small, like the fire cannot even reach it. Pour this in slowly. If you're wondering, this is not teaching you how to make poutine. I live in California, in the US, which is not Canada. So I'm not a professional at this, so I hope the Canadians do not get offended. I'm like using a shortcut when they like cut their potatoes themselves and like make gravy like the real way out of like meat juice and not out of a package. It looks kind of like chocolate milk. It smells like the seasoning to like ramen. But I mean, it's not getting any thicker. Okay, you have to see this. That's like water, so I think it's supposed to get thicker. I could have done this in the microwave, so let's have a talk about gravy. I don't know about why, but gravy is so good. I got some on the stove, but I think it's okay. It wasn't that much. I don't think it's gonna hurt us. The oven still hasn't preheated, so. What do you want to talk about? Oh man, it's moving so slow now. Oh, you can't see me. I'm the most important part. It should be focusing on me, not the cooking. Oh, it's gonna overflow. It looks like it's gonna overflow. So now we're gonna put the French fries in the oven. Don't burn. Ooh. Okay, I didn't burn myself. Being on for 20 minutes. Once the fries were finished baking, I took them out of the oven and then I used my bare hands on the hot fries and put them inside a bowl. And I picked that baking pan clean of the French fries until nothing was left behind. Then we had all of our ingredients ready. It was time to assemble. So I took my cheese and sprinkled a buttload on top of the French fries. And then I once again put the fries with the cheese on top in the oven, which was still hot, but I checked to make sure there was nothing in there again. Then I poured the gravy on top. I kind of forgot to film that part, but here's the final result. It was really good. It's like mashed potatoes, but like solid. I recommend. Also, Canadians, please don't get mad at me if this is not how you make it there.